For those of you that tuned into my last video on down imaging, I want to sincerely thank you for watching the video. It has been overwhelming, the response to that video and the surge in subscribers, and I thank all of you that have previously subscribed, and to all those new subscribers. I am so excited to begin the next step of the journey with you, and I am looking forward to working on the 2D video that I promised with the settings and images, but I need some time to collect some really good images so that you can see what I am trying to show you, and then we'll get into the settings just like we've done in the other previous videos in that playlist. So I am super excited about the growth of the channel, and I sincerely thank you for all of you that are watching the videos, liking, sharing, and subscribing. It means the world to me, and it is so much appreciated that it encourages me to go on and do new videos and try to help you in the best way that I know how. So once again, a very sincere thank you. One of my guiding philosophies on my YouTube channel has been to create something for everyone. I have tried to cater to the beginners and use step-by-step progressions so that they understand completely how to get the most out of their units. But as experienced anglers, we always want that little edge too, so I am trying to always cater advanced tips in there as well. So that is the guiding philosophy, the something for everyone, and I hope that you are enjoying what I am trying to teach you. I run Humminbird Helix units, but a lot of the principles overlap to the Solix units as well. In the early stages of my YouTube channel, I posted videos on the exit button, the power button, and the views button. And my goal was to cover all of the buttons or keypad functions, whichever way you want to describe it. So I want to continue with that today, and I want to talk about the check mark, and that will be the focus of today's video. So it is going to be in a playlist on Humminbird key button functions. So if you want to go back and look at the others, please do so. They are helpful videos, and they were the start of my channel. Hopefully in the last 6 months, you've seen the progressions and the growth in the channel, and I hope my videos are getting better and better as we go along. So that's always the goal, to improve. As always, if you find the video enjoyable or helpful, a like, share, subscribe is always very much appreciated. The check button that I refer to is formally known as the check/info key, and it is located right here and just to the bottom left of the cursor control key, and that's what we are focusing on today. I have selected a random spot in Lake Erie on my Lake Master chip, so I have pressed the cursor button to hold it there, and it is going to give me info when I press the check button. So there's the chart info, and it is showing me the latitude and the longitude at the cursor, and it is also showing me the depth at the cursor being 66 feet. To get rid of the chart info, simply hit the exit button and it disappears. And when you take your cursor away and you are not using the active cursor, if I hit the check button, you will see nothing comes up. So the check button is used when you have an active cursor up. In order to get the active cursor up, you just need to hit any button from the cursor control key, and now there is a cursor. And so now if I hit the check button, you can see that the latitude and longitude come up for that. On the info, there is no depth because I am in the middle of the city right now, so it's not going to work. Here's a cool part of the check info button. So let's just say I'm going to move my cursor over here, and I'm just going to mark a waypoint wherever this is in the city, and I'm in my garage. So I am going in here and I mark a waypoint. Now, if I scroll away from the waypoint and let's say I wanted to look at the waypoint later and I come back and I've highlighted it, I can see it's circled in red, and I hit the check info button. Well, I get some additional information come up. So I get the waypoint name at waypoint 5280, the latitude, the longitude, depth. I'm in my garage, so we won't worry about that. The time, it was 2:50 p.m. on July 7th, 2021. And that is just some info, and you can check back on some waypoints that you've previously saved. Just take the cursor and put it over top. And once it's highlighted, then use the check button and you can tell the time and date that you made that waypoint. So once again, another pretty cool feature that not a lot of people take advantage of. I am currently in simulation mode, and I showed you how to do that in the down imaging video, and I won't go over that again. You can refer back to the down imaging video on my channel if you want to see that information. You can see right now that the 140 to 200 kilohertz, and it's just in the bottom left hand corner here. It gets occasionally covered up by the simulation mode, and that is set at that frequency. If I want to change it, I hit the check mark button and it is changed now to 180 to 240, once again in the bottom corner here. And if I hit it again, it goes to 150 to 220, 140 to 200. So when you are in sonar views, to change the frequency, you just have to use the check info key. In down imaging, the megahertz, 1100 to 1200, is the frequency that is down there. And if I hit the check mark, it goes to basically the 455 kilohertz frequency. Hit it again, and I'll let the simulation clear. And you can see that we are in the 800 kilohertz range. Click the check mark one more time and you're back to the megahertz range. Similarly with side imaging, we are in the megahertz range. Hit the check mark and we are in the 455 kilohertz range, the 800 kilohertz range. You can see the bottom left hand corner again, and one more time, and that puts us back to the megahertz range. Very simple. In sonar views, you can change the frequencies, with an exception of Mega 360, which I'll show you in a second. The Mega 360 is in mega mode, and there is no frequency change here. So if I press it, it just tends to freeze it, and then I exit out of it. So don't be trying to change the frequencies on your Mega 360. It is mega, as it says in the name. So just clarify, another version of sonar and the check mark. You will get random instructions from the unit to use the check mark, for example, changing or editing names of groups or waypoints. So I'll give you an example here just so you see it. And I am just going to scroll around, just pick a random spot. So let's mark a waypoint here, save the waypoint, and there it is marked as 5279. If I hit the menu button, there's waypoint 5279, and I hit it, and I'm going to go to edit it, and I want to edit the name. So let's say that I am going to change the name to W, and let's go for walleye kind of thing. It's out in deeper water. And so I start changing it, and I, scroll through, and I've got WAL, and now I'm going to go through, and this is just for demonstration purposes. I could actually select an icon with the walleye on it, but you'll get the idea. So anyways, we're just quickly typing through, changing the name. Those of you that don't know how, you can see it done, a little extra. And there we are, walleye. So now you can see that beneath it, it says press check to save. So I'm going to hit that. And there's one more step to do. It just simply saved the name to walleye there, but I want it to save it as a waypoint so that it goes into the memory of the unit. So I want to just scroll down further and hit the save button. And now you can see that the actual waypoint name has been changed to Walleye. So once again, the check button does come into play in some prompts from the unit. This video on the check info button is the fourth in the playlist on the key button functions of a Humminbird Helix. So hopefully you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Again, it's targeting beginning users so that they get comfortable with the units. And as I say, a picture, or in this case a video, can be worth 1,000 words. So hopefully seeing by doing is helping. And as always, if you enjoy the video or find it helpful, a like, share, subscribe is always appreciated. And I will work my way through the rest of the key button functions on the Humminbird Helix. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care and bye for now.